Hi all, I'm Q, and I'll be playing 100 Days of Stardew Valley. We'll overall just see how far I can get, but I also have a few goals in mind too. I want to try to max out all 5 skills to level 10, reach 1,000,000 gold in total earnings, and finally, complete the Community Center. The Community Center will take a bit of luck, because those of you who don't know, the Community Center requires a red cabbage. Red cabbage seeds aren't sold reliably until the 2nd year. However, the traveling cart has a chance of selling a red cabbage seed, but it's not guaranteed. And I'm not turning on the settings to guarantee it because I'm, well, too stubborn. Anyway, let's get into it. Day 1 begins with clearing out a small area for planting, and then immediately heading over to Pierre's to spend all of my money on parsnips. Is that a bad idea? I don't know. But my goal was to plant as much stuff as I can to increase farming level and turn a profit while I wait to make a scarecrow at farming level 1. Then I just spend the rest of the day foraging. Day 2 started by getting a fishing rod from Willie. Then I fished all day. Day 3 was a rainy day. I noticed crows ate a couple of my parsnips, but I don't mind too much because they were, well, parsnips. I spent the day fishing again, and was able to catch a shad and eel, 2 fish only available during rain. Day 4 was spent clearing more land on the farm. Day 5 was the day the community center opened, along with the mines. I looked at the weird scroll in the community center and left to go mining. After a strange man handed me a weapon, I made it down 10 levels before calling it a day. Day 6, I visited the wizard, willingly drank a weird substance. And now I can do the community center bundles. I then go to buy one of each crop and spend all my money on potatoes. Organizing my crops took some thought, but oh my god, what did I just do? Day 6, I visited the wizard and bought crops. For the first time. Then my brain deteriorated as I counted tiles for the rest of the day. Day 7 had me venture down in the mines, only to be chased out by a swarm of bugs. I am more than lucky to have escaped with that little health left. Day 8 started with me buying paths to spruce up the farm a bit. As I finished putting paths down, I realized that I was a few tiles off from what I wanted. Time to spend all of my time and energy fixing this. Day 9 still involved me fixing the paths. With little energy left, I fished for a little bit. Day 10, Marnie came to give me a dog, I properly named Gluttony. The entire rest of the day, I fished like crazy. Day 11, I finally got my fishing level to 5, so now I can sell my stockpile of fish for even more money. Day 12, my potatoes were ready to harvest. I spent the rest of the day in the mines, then finished the day making a decent amount of money from all the potatoes and fish. Day 13 was the Egg Festival. After I bought 84 strawberry seeds, I dominated the egg hunt. Day 14 was spent staring at an efficient sprinkler layout, but taking the entire day to set it up, 'cause I'm an idiot. I also expanded my farm. Day 15 was a horrible day in the mines that I don't even want to talk about. Days 16 and 17 were also spent mining. Day 18 consisted entirely of foraging, because it was the last day of salmonberry season, and salmonberries are a great source of energy early on. Day 19, I got 30 parsnip seeds for the quality crops bundle. I also repaired the bridge on the beach. Was that a waste of valuable wood? Probably. Day 20 began with me receiving my copper pickaxe. And then I just iron grinded in the mines for the rest of the day. Days 21 and 22 were both spent clearing floors in the mines. I know, it's a lot of mining, but I need to be able to make all of the quality sprinklers I need at the start of summer if I want a lot of crops. I also got a coffee bean. Day 23, I took a break from mining since it was a bad luck day to do a bunch of errands. I harvested my strawberries and parsnips, donated to the museum, upgraded my axe, and made a haul to the community center. Day 24, I woke up to Demetrius offering me a mushroom cave or a fruit bat cave. I chose the bats because if I get lucky with some of the fruit, it'll save me from having to plant trees to get them for the community center. It was also the day of the flower dance, but who cares, it's the flower dance. Day 25 was more mining. I finally got past floor 80, so now I can grind for gold. Day 26, I finished the boiler room in the community center. Now, I unlock the mine carts, which should save a lot of time. I also went grinding for gold. Day 27 was the final strawberry harvest. After harvesting them all, I made a tree farm that'll be for tappers later on. Day 28, the final day of spring. I went to forage on the beach and was left disappointed due to the great lack of items. I was then planning to clear out more of the farm, but realized that my farming layout didn't fit the sprinkler radius. So, in a last-ditch effort to be ready for summer, I started clearing the paths and changing the plots to 9x9. Since my pickaxe was upgrading, I couldn't remove the tilled tiles, so I had to work around them. My energy started to get low, so my tired brain said, "Oh, I know what'll work, bombs!" So I blew up the paths. Then, realizing that bombs take coal, and I'm on a lack of coal due to a lack of sprinklers, so now my farm's a mess, and it's past midnight, and I'm out of energy, and... Day 29 was entirely dedicated to fixing my farm. Taking some thought on what seeds to buy, I got 144 blueberry to fill 2 whole plots of my layout, 30 melon for the quality crops bundle, and then 1 of each crop except corn. Later, once I have more sprinklers and money, I'll get 72 corn seeds to fill a plot. I can take this time because corn will continue to grow in fall. Then, I finally fixed my farm. Sadly, I didn't get enough time to plant seeds, but I can do that tomorrow. A quick side note here, I actually had to stop playing after day 28. I tried playing 29 right after, but my panic messed up so much math, I just had to stop. After each time I take a break from playing, I write off to the side of my notes what to do next so I don't forget when I pick it back up. So on the side of my notes, in bigger and darker letters than everything else, it says, "Think first, count right, fix farm." That's it. Inspiring words. Day 30, I finished getting seeds and sprinklers laid out. Finally, something that looks decent again. I then started to clear land. Day 31, it was storming, so I went to the beach to catch a red snapper. Once I did, I continued clearing land on the farm. Day 32 started with a visit to Robin to get a coop built. I then completed some community center bundles. Day 33 began by upgrading my axe to steel. After handing over my axe, I went mining for floor progress and combat level. Day 34, I realized I forgot some crops for the community center, so I bought more seeds. I then tried to fish for a pufferfish to no avail. You'll hear about that a lot. Day 35, I got 2 chickens from Marnie named Chick and Chicken. I know, it's stupid. I was tired, give me a break. Then again, I failed to catch a pufferfish. But I did get my axe back, and with the new upgrade, made it to the secret woods. I'm going to try to use this place for hardwood daily so I can have plenty of hardwood fences. Days 36 and 37, I tried catching a pufferfish and then sturgeon, but didn't even get one on the line for a chance to catch one. Day 38 was an amazing day. First, I started construction on a barn. Then I went to try at more fishing. Not only did I catch a pufferfish in a nail-biting battle, but I also caught it with a treasure chest. Then I tried for a sturgeon, and caught it in the same day. Day 39 was the luau. I scrambled to get an item for the stew, and grabbed a gold quality sweet pea on the way. Turns out, it was a bad item. Day 40, even though it was the worst of luck day, I went mining. Surprisingly, I found a very lucky floor. It was a mushroom floor with the most mushrooms I've seen on a mushroom floor, along with a diamond and ruby. Finally, I hit floor 100 and got my first star drop. Day 41 was storming, so first thing I did was place down 2 lightning rods. I then just spent the day in the mines. Day 42, the melons were ready to be harvested. I went ahead and bought corn seeds to put where the melons were in order to keep the fertilizer for the quality crops bundle. I also bought 2 cows named Dave and Luna. Then I started to work on the animal area with some fences. Day 43 was a massive blueberry harvest. Then I finished the animal area. Day 44 was spent in the mines. I finally made it to the bottom of the mines and got the skull key. Day 45, I noticed I was really low on iron, so I went iron grinding for that day. Day 46, I just did tasks around the farm, like clearing lands, getting the last of my sprinklers made, making tappers for the tree farm, and then just the usual chores. Day 47 was another blueberry harvest. I immediately sold them to Pierre so I could finish the community center's vault room, meaning I'll have access to the desert tomorrow. I also decided to make wild seeds in hope of assisting my foraging XP. Day 48 started by getting a backpack and coop upgrade. Then it was off to the desert to grab stuff for the community center. I used the skull key to open the skull caverns, but didn't go far since I didn't want to lose community center items. Day 49, I was heading to the mines when a train came through the mountaintop. So I went to see if I could get any good items. I got 7 coal. Yay! The rest of the day, I just did copper and combat grinding. Day 50 started by collecting 450 wood. Once I did, I got a barn upgrade. Since I was low on wood anyway, and not too much time was left in the day, I just grinded for wood for the rest of the day. Day 51 was another blueberry harvest. All of my oak trees finally grew, so I got tappers on them all. Then it was just another monster slaying day in the mines. Day 52 started by getting 2 ducks named Jeffrey and George, and getting 2 goats named Steve and William. The rest of the day was collecting stone and killing monsters in the mines. Day 53, I collected enough wood for a coop upgrade. Once I got enough, I upgraded my coop to its max upgrade. Day 54 was entirely fishing. Day 55 was the last blueberry harvest. After tending the farm, I got a rabbit named Jessica. I finished the day with more stone gathering and monster slaying. Though on a really good note, I got a prismatic shard drop and a diamond drop. As you could guess, both really rare drops. Day 56, the last day of summer. I made some kegs and set off to the desert. I held my prismatic shard, stepping between the 3 pillars. And got the galaxy sword. The rest of the day I foraged around, and at 10 p.m., headed down to the beach for my favorite Stardew Valley event, the Dance of the Moonlight Jellies. The glow of summer has faded now, and the moonlight jellies carry on toward the great unknown. Day 57, the first day of fall. The whole day was just planting seeds. I got 144 cranberry seeds, 60 pumpkin seeds, and one of each for the rest. I also got a rare seed planted. Day 58, I walked into town to see Robin and Lewis putting up the special orders board. I took the fragment of the past order, knowing I probably wouldn't finish it. I gave Penny a diamond for her birthday present, and then just did some monster killing in the mines. Day 59, it was raining, so I went out to catch a tiger trout, walleye, and catfish, now having completed the community center fish tank. Day 60 started by making a little honey setup. Then I was off to the desert to plant trees in an effort to obtain more wood later on. With my new galaxy sword, I felt more confident to explore Skull Caverns, so I did that for the last little bit of the day. Day 61, I messed around with some paths, and after went grinding for stone. Day 62 was spent in Skull Cavern. Day 63, I upgraded my barn for its max upgrade, and for the rest of the day, messed with more pathing. Day 64 was the first cranberry harvest. Then more adventuring in Skull Caverns. I made it to a prehistoric floor, but unfortunately, none of the Pepperexes dropped a dino egg. Day 65 was mostly just doing tasks in town, like giving Linus's basket, cracking geodes, and donating to the museum, to name a few. Afterward, I went around collecting wood. Day 66 started by getting a pig named Jenny. I then went to upgrade my house and started working on a keg area. Day 67 was spent in Skull Cavern. Day 68, I finally completed the pantry in the community center. Then it was more time in Skull Cavern. Ooh, I found a dino egg. Day 69, I planted an apple and pomegranate sapling in the new greenhouse I just unlocked. Needing cloth for a mill, I got a sheep named Brad. The rest of the day, I spent working on a chest/furnace area. Day 70 was a pumpkin harvest. After the traveling cart sold me an ancient seed, I went into town to upgrade my pickaxe and got 72 more pumpkin seeds. Now I can finally put the kegs to use and start making pumpkin juice, which I'm sure tastes just as good as it sounds. Day 71, I fished all day. Day 72 was the Stardew Valley Fair. To my surprise, my display got first. I spent the rest of the fair betting on green at the wheel until I got enough tokens for the rare crow and the star drop. Day 73 was again fishing all day. Day 74, I got really lucky, and when I gave Marnie a gift, it happened to be her birthday. With her friendship up, I was now able to go into her room and complete the Mayor's Shorts quest. Then I just started to organize my chests for the rest of the day. Day 75 was spent exploring through Skull Cavern. Day 76, I started on the construction of a mill. And like an absolute idiot, I accidentally picked the fairy rose that went to my bee houses. Meaning now, each honey will go from around 900 gold to around 100 gold. Now that there wasn't a flower, I took the time to make a nicer bee house area. Day 77 was a rainy day, perfect for a Skull Cavern dive. Day 78, I started to construct a second silo. The rest of the time was used on pathing. Day 79, I harvested my crops and went fishing. Day 80, my dino egg hatched to a beautiful little dino named Beatrice. Then I took on Skull Cavern once again. Day 81, the rare seed I had planted grew into a sweet gemberry. I took it to the statue in the secret woods, smashed it in its mouth, and got a star drop. The rest of the day was monster hunting. Day 82, the fruit bat cave paid off, and I found a pomegranate for the community center. After that, the whole day was spent in Skull Caverns. Day 83, I went fishing up until the start of the Spirits' Eve festival. After buying a rare crow and getting to the gold pumpkin in the maze, I headed to bed for the day. Day 84 was the last day of fall. Just like every Friday and Sunday, I checked the traveling cart and, finally, a red cabbage seed. Most of the day was clearing hay since I needed it for winter, and also some foraging. Oh yeah, I also had Penny's 6-heart event where she tried to poison me. Day 85, the first day of winter, which started off with a newborn sheep I named Tyler with a question mark. Leaving my farm, I stumbled upon Krobus, who ran off into a bush. I found him and got a magnifying glass, so now I can find hidden notes. The rest of the day was all foraging for winter forageables, but I couldn't find a stupid snow yam. Day 86 was mostly foraging, but still no snow yam. Day 87 started by buying a lot of resources from Robin. A lot. Then I found a snow yam, coincidentally right outside of the community center. I started making a preserve jar area to make more profit from the fruit bat cave, and finished the day catching a squid for a quest from Willy. Day 88, I happened upon a stroke of luck, where not only I found an apple in the bat cave, but picking it up, my foraging skill happened to give me 2, meaning now I have 3 apples, because I got one from the bat cave earlier on, which is the last thing I needed to finish the community center. As I wish the Junimos goodbye, holding my heater, I gaze upon my hard-earned accomplishment. Finishing out the day, I visited the quarry mines, getting the golden scythe. Also, my previous baby sheep had a baby. Day 89, I walked into town to see everyone celebrating the replenished community center. Lewis presented me with the Stardew Hero trophy. Morris comes in to try to spoil everything, but Pierre fought back and had a really touching speech about what the community center stood for, and convinced the rest of the town to boycott Joja, meaning they're gone for good, only leaving behind an abandoned Joja Mart. Day 90, Willie invited me to see what he has in the back of his store, though, knowing what it is, I don't have enough hardwood yet. I also met with the wizard up by the train tracks, and he asked me to help him get his magic ink back from his ex. However, I need the Dark Talisman, which is in the sewers. And having counted my museum donations, I'm one off from unlocking the sewers. So I go to Skull Cavern to try to get more Omni Geodes. Day 91 was all just Skull Cavern. Day 92 was the Festival of Ice. After winning the fishing competition with 5 fish, I headed to bed. Day 93 happened to be a good luck day, perfect for heading to Skull Caverns and blowing up everything in sight. I ended up dying and all of my bombs were taken away. It's as if the game told me, go sit in the corner and think about what you've done. Day 49, I finally reached over 60 museum donations. I also worked on a special orders quest killing grubs. Day 95, Gunther presented me with the rusty key. Before I used it to go into the sewers, I stumbled upon a weird bear in the secret woods. Beautiful avatar though. Anyway, I got into the sewers, met Krobus, and bought a star drop from him. Finishing off this already weird day, I headed into the mutant bug lair and found the Dark Talisman. Day 96, I used the Dark Talisman to enter the Witch's Swamp. There was a henchman blocking my path, but I fished up some void mayonnaise to bribe him. I recovered the magic ink and gave it back to the wizard. In turn, he gave me access to building magic buildings, though of course they were all mighty expensive. I headed to sleep and... wait, what? Another baby sheep? Day 97, I finished the special orders quest of killing grubs. After that, I cleared out the quarry, totally not by bombing that entire part of the mountainside. That would be crazy. Day 98, I finished collecting enough materials. For what, you may ask? Well, in the back of Willie's shop, which was mentioned earlier, there's a worn-down boat. Now that I had all the materials I needed, overnight, Robin and Willie repaired the boat. Now I can set sail off to Ginger Island. But that's an adventure for another day. Day 99 started with Penny's 8-heart event, where I helped her teach Vincent and Jazz about the countryside on their field trip. Afterward, since I now have 8 hearts with Penny, I gave her a bouquet, which she accepts now being my girlfriend. It was also the first night of the night market. I saw a strange mermaid show, and using one of the secret notes, got a pearl. I finished off the night on the deep sea fishing tour, catching the exclusive spookfish, blobfish, and midnight squid. Day 100. The final day. I did my daily chores of tending to the animals and collecting hardwood. Referring to the goals I had at the start of this, sadly, I only completed one of them. Regarding to the million gold, I only have just under. And to my skills, I'm still down on foraging and fishing by 1. Though, I'm okay with that. There were many points during these 100 days where I didn't think I'd get any goals done. I may not have done everything I wanted to do, but it was still one hell of a time. Looking over my farm one last time, I feel content, I feel happy, and I feel accomplished. Although, I don't think this is the end. That's right, make sure you subscribe so you can stay tuned for 200 days. It'll take me a while to make, but I want to keep this going. I just unlocked Ginger Island after all. Anyways, thank you all for watching to the end. It means a lot. I've worked really hard on this video, and it took a long time to do. But until next time, thank you all.